Hey guys, welcome back to some crypto. In today's content, we'll talk about Ether on the macro level and all that good stuff, and what type of price action we could anticipate over the next like a few weeks or even month going into 2023. It is already 2023. Hopefully most of you guys had a nice trading year, and 2022 was a good year for all the bears and all that good stuff, and possibly 2023 going to be a good year for the bulls. Or it doesn't matter whichever way the market decides to go. The best thing to do is just to stay with the directional trend. And as of now, the trend has not shifted, but we will see by Q1, Q2, 2023 if we're going to get some macro reversal and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and dive into the analysis regarding Ethereum, right? For a possible 600 points to a 700 points breakout on either direction, but I'm going to give you my view regarding the directional trend and all that good stuff. Okay, so if you've been following some crypto long enough, you know every single year, right, January, right, of every single year, I like to basically give my thoughts, right, on Ether directional trend. Back in 2019, we talked about right here, late 2019, early 2020, we said, okay, Ether going to be retesting the $80 support and all that good stuff, and Ether did that exactly, even though it gave us a temporary fake out to the 280 to 90 area before capitulating all the way down to $90. Okay, it is important to understand what's going on right here. That way you're not going to be surprised, right, about any moves right here. Right, so we got that move to the upside, retested the bottom, and what we said was like this move going to be what our possible wave 3 to the upside. Okay, and we got that wave 3 and even wave 5 to the upside and completed the entire 5 wave structure, right? So if I draw it for Leroy, that's going to be wave 1 right here, wave 2, you got your wave 3, wave 4, May 2021 lows, and wave 5 right there, just about like a 5k. That's why we were bearish on Ether last year. So if you've been following me last year, mid-December, right, early December, early January 2022 and all that good stuff, we were saying like, okay, this could be a possible wave number 5, and we're going to be retesting 1710 and all that good stuff, and if we break it, we're going to be going down to our $1,000 support, right? So after a 5-way structure, most of the time I like to say we have to follow what our Fibonacci. Okay, we followed our Fibonacci, hit our 382 Fibonacci. The next one going to be roughly around like a 50% pullback. All right, and 50% pullback, it is right around like a 650. So, and right now, as of now, right, Ether is just about like a $1,200. So you're looking at like a possible $600 breakout over the next like a few months. I don't think it will come easily. So, but anything could happen. Anything could happen. Okay, I'm not saying like it is gonna dump down to a $600 tomorrow or next week or next quarter and all that good stuff. But all I'm saying is like, the directional move, it is still down. Okay, the next Fibonacci to pay attention to going to be somewhere around like a 650 to a 550. We do have the 1.618, but the 0.618 right here, just about like a $400. But once again, just have to take it step by step, like what we did right here last year. Yes, right, last year we said it. Okay, I said exactly right here, if we retest like a 1710, we just have to wait for like a couple of months or like a month or so to see what type of a consolidation we're going to get before dropping down to the next Fibonacci. Okay, right now we just have to wait to see, okay, if we're going to get a strong support from the bulls to try to hold the price above 650 to 550. If not, it can still retest the $400 range, but that's going to be a separate analysis. I don't want to basically be front running the $400 too soon, and you might be waiting like for a 9 month or 1 year before we retest like a $400. Once again, it is just a scenario. It is not like guaranteed. Okay, we will get our permanent bottom right around like a 650 to 550, but it is going to be a good support to pay attention to. Okay, the next thing to keep an eye on, it is going to be our MACD right here. As I said, I've been saying it for the longest in crypto. These suckers can move like a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100x in like a 2 to 3 months. Okay, but they're not going to be breaking out to the upside as long as we do we do have a negative momentum, right, on our MACD. All right, so as long as the MACD is negative, right, these guys, they're not going to pump 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100x and all that good stuff. So in the next like a few months, we just have to keep an eye on the MACD, right, going into like a Q2 2023 and all that good stuff. I don't even think that we will get a positive MACD, but we will see. It all depends if the next pullback we're going to get in this range of 50% or even 0.618, is it going to break out above the monthly 21. So keep an eye on your MACD going into 2023. It is already 2023, right, for some of you guys, some of the moon boys, right? So keep an eye on it. And if we get a positive MACD on a monthly basis, that could signify like, hey, we're most likely going to be reversing of the next like a following month and all that good stuff, right? So keep an eye on it, right? So that's all I wanted to cover for Ether regarding the downside potential. The upside potential going to be pretty big also, okay? Nearly 600 points, right? And you're gonna be like, how can we dump 600 points? How could we dump 600 points, right? And at the same time got a possibility to push up 600 points, right? So if you take a look at it right here, we said it like back in the summer, okay, when Ether was FOMOing, Ether bulls were FOMOing right here. We said, okay guys, do not mess around like a 1710. As soon as we hit 1710, 1950, 2050, you want to be accumulating a shorts, or at least try to get out and wait for the retest of the lows and all that good stuff, okay? So for whatever reason, if we do not break the $1,000 right range right here, Ether could possibly create a flat correction right here, or even a triangular formation right there. So we just don't know. We cannot be so sure Ether going to drop down down to the $600 $500 range right away. So if the consolidation range going to last longer, we could say, hey, we could be printing a possible descending triangular formation, a flat correction, whatever, okay? So but one thing we just have to keep an eye on also is like, if we take a look at our total too, actually total one, okay, the total market cap is saying like we could possibly be dropping all the way down to 480 billion, 500 billion, or even lower, okay? So it means like Ether, right, the possibility for Ether to drop lower is much higher right now, okay? The probability for Ether to drop much lower is high, but you still have to keep an eye on the possibility of retesting like a 1710, 1950 and 2050 for a possible fake out and all that good stuff, okay? Remember, we got to get this guy, the monthly time frame, right, the monthly MACD, we got to get this guy to a flip positive for any possible macro reversal. So even if we go up to a 1710, 1950, up to 2050 and all that good stuff, if the MACD is not positive, right, that could just be a fake out and it could basically capitulate down, just like what happened right here. We got the move to the upside, retested 0.786, push back up right around like a 280 and dump all the way down to a $80. That could be a possible scenario, right? We want to pay attention to that way. You're not going to be extremely bearish, and basically if we get a push back up, you might be shorting it too early or selling too early and all that good stuff, right? All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.